Hello, infinite space. 'Cause usually we're in my house, but we're not. We're just in black. We're in nowhere. I'm Renee Mendoza. I am joined, as always, by CJ McCree from Milwaukee, my brother from Milwaukee. Hello, sir. How are you? How are you? Oh, look at this. Yo, what's up, bro? And then I'm joined this time by Sara and Renee. Hi, guys. How are you? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Again, I haven't seen you since yesterday.
It's been such a long
time. I know. 24, not even 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm not hiding in the roof this time.
That's right. That's right. You're loud on the roof. And then Renee. Renee, I haven't seen you since we were going to go to Vegas, but then we changed plans.
Yeah. What was it? We did the show for Black Panther.
Black Panther, yeah.
That was the last one, yeah.
Yep. Alrighty. So, since CJ, you didn't see Ready Player One. I know you didn't. I have to do it to, content. Good sir. Nope, that's not really. Okay. That's okay. So we have a TV clip for Ready Player One. It's the first one. All right, go ahead. There's CJ. Go ahead. Whenever you're ready for Ready Player One clip. It's on DDR2, guys. It's the first one. That's Avengers. There you go. That's the one.
Spielberg delivers. Ready Player One
is a one-of-a-kind
film.
Imagine that. Check this out.
It's a groundbreaking visual spectacle.
Welcome to the Oasis.
Who, me?
No, him. Oh my God, yes, you!
See this on the biggest screen possible.
Ready?
Yeah! Ready Player One, rated PG-13. Experience it in IMAX, March 29th.
Alrighty, and we're back. Oh, I didn't expect that. That took a while, but fun. You know what? It's fun. It's public access. We're here to have fun. What did you guys think? I know CJ, you didn't see it, so we're going to go to the ladies. What did you guys think about Ready Player One? Start with Sara.
I actually really liked it. Yeah. I've read the book as well, and I thought they did a good job of bringing the movie, to the spirit of the book into the movie, and it was really resonant of what's going on today too with people. Well, there's so much media. Like maybe we're not all in virtual reality, but everyone's on their phones like all the time, and I think it's kind of like that's where we're going. Like that was our future.
Yeah.
What did you think, Renee?
I liked it. I'm part of the books better than the movie camp though, but
I've been hearing you. So I was reading a review because we're going to read the book, but I read a lot of people who were like it's badly written. Don't read it. It's badly. I think I told.
Yeah, you said it was like.
I'm like
I don't think it was.
My brother's. But anyways, though, what about the book compared to the movie? Because Sara, and you both said you had both to pick. What are the bones that you want to pick?
Well, definitely the challenges, but I can understand why they changed some of the challenges in the movie compared to the book because of time. And then, of course, the story development felt a little bit rushed in the movie, but again, for time. So
how long was the movie? Do you guys remember? Do you guys know?
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah, like a normal 2 hour.
Yeah.
It did feel a little bit long. I feel like I'm ready to. For me.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the movie
imagine the book being like 14 hours longer.
Okay. That's what criticism I read was that it was a little bit like he would go into specifics like, do we need this detail? Like there was so much specificity that was like it was just for the sake of being nerds and not to the story.
Yeah.
So, but that's all. So I'm still debating if I should read it or not. I'm heavily not reading it because I like the movie. I want to see it again, but
read it casually. Like when you have the time, read it casually because the world is more developed in the book, whereas in the movie you just jump right into the world of the Oasis.
So which one? All right. So tell me, one of you, Sara or Renee. Tell me about what happens in Ready Player One, about who the journey of Sara. I will go. You want to go to Sara? You're third on the bus. All right,
I'll
in the movie or the book?
Ooh, okay. Let's go. You know what? You'll do the movie. Renee will do the book.
Jeez.
Oh, please.
Oh, okay. So Wade is in. Well, I guess there's like a dystopia, and then there's these young people. All they know is like escape into the Oasis, which is where you can make anything come to life. It's kind of like Second Life.
Yeah, it's pretty much the Oasis is an escape from their reality, which is pretty much crap right now at this point in time, where the book takes place, where the movie takes place, where the story takes place.
Yeah,
and they just use the Oasis to escape all that, and that's pretty much their world. They're so delved into that world, and they're living that life. Sorry, we're kind of all distracted because we heard something.
Slow down. Okay, slow down. Me slow down or who slow down? Okay, anywho, I'm sorry, continue.
I lost my place. But that just becomes their world now. They escape from reality to live in this other reality, and because the world is grabbed, and that's just the way their world is, and there's seemingly no escape from it because everybody's addicted to this.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much just escapism. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Well, there's a competition though too.
right, okay.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a,
That's another
so that's
thing.
what you guys were
It's
saying. People were
basically-
complaining.
yeah.
Were the people the quests were different. So,
Yeah.
right, so what?
So it's basically a modern day Willy Wonka.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas Willy Wonka was chocolate, this is like control over this video game world, the Oasis.
This is the most attentive I've ever seen you talk about any subject we've had here.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Besides Power Rangers, this
Yeah.
is pretty. Okay, but continue. I like it. I like it.
Rangers.
So that's what it is. It's a modern day Willy Wonka for a virtual reality world. So James Halliday, who created the Oasis, dies, and he's like, whoever finds the key finds who wins all these challenges wins control over the Oasis.
Okay.
And
it's like billions of dollars. Like
Right.
whoever owns
Yeah,
it
oh,
is
yes,
like
and
basically
money.
like a billion, like
You
the richest
inherit his
person
fortune.
in the entire world.
Okay.
So.
So overall, what did you guys like? What? So you guys were saying that you had bones to pick. What were the bones like? Besides that, it's the same story, but it was just the competitions. How do the competitions differ from?
Well, for me, like I didn't really mind them switching up the challenges because reading them is very different from actually seeing them. I feel like
Yeah.
if they had left them as it's not very entertaining to watch someone play video games
Yeah.
for like 10 hours.
or
Doesn't
recite what was it?
war games. Like know every single line from war games. But for me, in the book, there's a scene where Wade goes undercover with like the bad guys, and
Yeah.
that part didn't even.
No, I thought, they went in a totally different direction where someone gets kidnapped, Artemis gets kidnapped and gets taken to IOI.
Yeah.
Whereas in the book, it's Wade who just voluntarily, because he's got like this master scheme to infiltrate IOI and tear it apart from the inside.
Yeah.
So does
They
it
went
make?
in a different way.
But knowing that the writer of the book made that change to the movie, are you guys okay with that, or are you like no?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's more forgiving, I guess.
Yeah.
Because if it's for time's sake and just to change the dynamic between Artemis and Parsifal.
Right.
Yeah. I don't like it as much though because I feel like they kind of won by chance. I mean, like
Yeah.
instead of him coming up with this big plan, all of a sudden she
That's
gets
why I liked it
kidnapped
better
and then
because it was all like a mastermind.
yeah,
plan.
and it could have gone horribly wrong. Like in the
Yeah.
book, like if he hadn't been able to escape, he would have been basically trapped forever.
Yeah.
There was no one coming to save him.
So overall, like what people were touting about this movie was the pop culture. Like it was just. And I have a clip. We'll stretch quick. We have that. It's the second clip in DDR2. Can we show that clip, please? I thought I was.
Mecha Godzilla!
Okay, so I guess so that was the scene for
Mecha Godzilla.
Mechagodzilla and the Gundam. We're,
Well, we didn't see the Gundam just now.
We
He
not see
did
the
like
Gundam?
a thing.
But we saw the Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah, did we not show the gun? Well, anyway, that's fine.
That's
Moving on. I'll try to talk slower because that's what I was told to do, directed to do. I'm trying my best, director. What did you? How did the pop culture stuff add to it or take away from it? Because I remember being take away the pop culture stuff, the dressing of pop culture, and I don't think I'd care as much. I don't think I'd be as entertained.
Well, because it's a virtual world, it felt appropriate because pretty much in Oasis you can do whatever you want and
So it makes sense that
But-
there's Mechagodzilla, there's Gundam, and
But that's my question though. If you just be a movie about, it's because it's about a movie about control. It's about a movie about being controlled by technology. You strip away the pop culture. Because there was
It would
Bill and
be
Ted.
Well, yeah, it
without
wouldn't
it.
be
Yeah.
as exciting, definitely.
You think so?
Yeah,
What would-
if anything, there's less pop culture references.
than the book.
But there's But of course they have to throw in the modern stuff like the Overwatch characters and Hello Kitty.
know what that is.
You don't know Overwatch?
I do not. TJ, do you know
I
Overwatch?
thought he was a
I
nerd.
play Overwatch almost every day.
Do you want to? Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I did not know that. There he
But
is.
yeah, in the movie there's more modern pop culture references, where in the book you have a bunch of 80 references, and they
much
relied
older.
heavily on the 80 references, like Rush, Back to the Future,
Yeah.
Terminator, all those. Like,
They referenced Bill and Ted in this movie, but that was like
Yeah.
I felt that was very much like a little bit of sparkling of just movies and video games, but it just seemed like it didn't move from at least in the movie it didn't go away from the 80s. Or,
no, it didn't
'cause
stray too far from it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's such a big part of the book. Like
Yeah, it
basically,
is
it's
heavy
like the
influence.
the core of
Yeah. Like these people are in the book, they really emphasize how much they worship James Halliday. So much so that they religiously learn every 80s pop culture reference that he was into. Like, it was so heavily influenced in the book. This, in the movie, not so much.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't know like a certain like Atari game, all of a sudden like it's shameful that you're
Yeah.
like even
You're
in the
poser if
Oasis.
you don't
Yeah,
know
like
jack
how dare you?
It sounds like so far from modern day today.
Well,
But-
it's true, yeah.
I don't know how far we are put in, but anything you want to add before we move on to the big topic agenda item?
Another big thing for me was their relationship development between the characters, because the big five or the top 5 of the movie, they didn't meet each other until they weren't friends before the competition, but after the competition they start to become friends, and Artemis's and Parzival Wade relationship wasn't so rapid fast. Like,
Yeah.
what was it, like their second meetup that he's like, I love you, I think I love you, and it's like,
like
no,
too much.
yeah, it was too much too soon.
But again, I think that's because of time.
Yeah,
Like,
and they condensed it.
Yeah.
I recommend reading the book
I don't
at
know.
leisurely if you want.
I was borrowed from someone. I don't know. Maybe. I'll go from the library. I don't know.
Audiobooks. You could do an
I
audiobook.
can't do audiobooks.
I did the audiobook before I watched the movie again. Or to read again, I did the audiobook.
Okay. Maybe. Alrighty. The next big one. This is just moving on. Any last thing before we move
No,
on?
I think I'm good.
yeah.
Avengers. Can we show that clip, please? Avengers.
Avengers. I hope they remember you. I do hope those that survive remember everything.
Just like keep the green screen.
I was not expecting that. I was, but I just had to do it. CJ, you've been quiet. What did you think about
Yeah,
Avengers?
sorry, CJ.
Infinity
Yeah.
War.
I hated it. It was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. End of show.
End of show. Stop your fingers. End of show.
Roll the
No,
credits.
Go.
Wait, what'd you say?
Snap your fingers, and then we just fade away. You did it. All right. Yeah.
You see the jacket I'm wearing. Right
I do
now?
see the record.
I'm out of
I don't want to
place
go. I'm like,
Yeah,
Doctor
I
Who.
wore this to the theater, and I was very sad on the way out of the theater.
Your thoughts,
It
good
was,
sir.
I did the walk of shame.
How does that work, good sir?
What?
How did you walk? Wait. You just. All right. So overall, what did you think of the movie?
No, honestly, like I'm willing to give it best Marvel movie to date.
Really? That high. All right. Let's go next to Sarah.
I'm seeing
Oh,
Sarah shake
best
her
Marvel
head.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I just love Thor. So
Which Thor?
all three of the Thor movies.
Even two?
I love Thor too.
The only
But
thing
I mean, I definitely loved Infinity War, but best Marvel movie ever. And I have my Thor.
that movie needed Jamie Alexander, is all I'm saying. Jamie, my future ex-wife.
You and your weird obsession.
With my future ex-wife? Yeah. Renee, your thoughts?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I was in shock at the end. I was in disbelief, like, no, this can't be the end. No.
So you didn't know what happened in the comics?
No,
then?
I don't follow the comics.
So I
Okay.
think, Sarah, CJ, you read the comics, right? Infinity Gauntlet?
No, I did not.
All right, Sarah, would you like to enlighten us what happened in the comics?
Oh,
Because
well, basically the same thing. Like Thanos snaps his fingers, and half the people vanish. And I think in the comics, it's been a while since I read it, but I think he is almost upset that he won, and so he changes his decision eventually. But
in the comics?
In the comics.
That is very 90s Marvel. That is so like, oh no.
It was super meta in the comics. He's like, wait, I won. Now what am I gonna do?
This was too easy.
Yeah.
Oh my, ugh.
But I don't know how they're gonna change it up in the next movie. But
All right, so CJ and I were talking, I think an hour ago. What death affected you most? CJ, start with you, good sir.
I mean,
The death that affected me most, it would have to be Gamora's. And I struggled with this question because it was between Gamora and Peter. But Gamora's, it was the scene in which Gamora dies is so strong. It's so powerful, and it's so telling about both characters. It was a wonderfully constructed scene, so I have to go with Gamora's death. It was
No, it's a great scene too, because when he turned around, we see him start Thanos tearing up, and she goes, tears, and Rick goes like, they're not for you. But it was just like her face of
Or
like,
they're not for
oh,
him.
yeah, they're not, they're for you.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, what CJ were talking about, like, she hated him so much that she couldn't see how much he loved her.
Yeah.
Like, he really did love her. And he goes, I have to do what I have to. Very Machiavellian, which is, I never would say that, but it was very like, I gotta do what I gotta do. Which is,
so
that's what Tony
it
Pickles.
shows a side of him
Right.
that isn't completely villainous.
yeah.
He had a heart, and it was for Gamora.
What death affected you, Renee?
So, like everybody else in the theater, probably Peter Parker.
Really?
Yeah, because of how drawn out it was compared to everybody else.
You know what? Okay, go ahead. I'll say mine. Go ahead, Sarah.
Oh well, I just say Spider-Man. Because he knew it was happening.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was almost like when Bucky Barnes went. He was just kind of like, oh, whoops! Like now I'm dust.
Steve, I was expecting more from Captain America to be like, Bucky, no.
Yeah.
I expected more from that reaction. But
Yeah.
no, it was like
Yeah. Where.
he turned to dust.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then Peter Parker's just like, oh my God. And
Mr.
then,
Stark, make it stop.
Yeah.
Please.
Did he say that? No.
Yeah.
He
Well,
didn't.
No, well,
He said,
I don't
"Mr.
want to
Stark, I'd
go. Mr.
Yeah.
Stark, I don't
When he
want to
said
go.
Yeah.
that, I remember me in Doctor Who. I'm like, the 10th Doctor said that. You're double dipping, Marvel. You can't do that. I'm like, and I know there's a Spider-Man. I'm like, he'll be back. There's a Spider-Man 2. They've already announced Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, well, of course they
Because here's the thing,
can't kill
'cause I was
like the entire Guardians of the Galaxy.
You know what got me
What?
was the fact that 2 months before Black Panther came out, hype for Black Panther, and then he dies.
Yeah.
That's true.
How messed up is that?
That is. Well, Shuri's still alive, I think.
Yeah, so she could be the female Black Panther.
You think it's gonna happen though?
I mean, it happened in the
No.
comics.
Not yet though.
Yeah, it's too soon. It's too soon.
Too soon. But she could be like a standing or acting Black Panther.
What surprised me about this movie was how I was talking about CJ too, was that they balanced. It was a well managed clusterfuck. Like it was like there was all this stuff happening, but I was never lost on like Justice League. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Who's this guy?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
I knew what was happening, but I
Yeah.
felt it was Thanos' movie. Well, I don't know if you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
It's his story.
We
Yeah.
know we're following. We know the Avengers. We know why they're following them.
We only knew some backstory to Thanos
A little
from
bit, yeah.
Guardians.
Yeah. So
And then
bring
wasn't he
up.
mentioned in Thor because he sent
Which one?
the first one
Yeah,
with
you love
Loki.
Thor.
I do.
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
A,
I don't remember. Yeah.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
No, you could be right. It's
But
I
it
not
is the
remember.
Thanos movie. We learn more about
Yeah.
Thanos in this movie.
Yeah. Well, we go to his home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to Titan. We go to.
Yeah, and all that global warming.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a statement.
I love. I was. You know what? You know what I love too. And CJ and I were talking about this too. And I think that you and I talked about it. Sarah. I almost called you something. Another name. Sorry. Was the comedy? It was so like we were like. Where's Gamora? Who is Gamora? I'll tell you what better. Why is Gamora? Like that. It was. Well, how did you guys feel? I thought. I don't know. How did you guys feel about that? Whoever wants to take that one.
Sure, I'll go ahead.
Let's CJ talk.
All right, CJ. Let CJ talk. Keep it quiet.
Now, look, I think that they did a really good job of having a movie, and this might be the first dark Marvel movie, but having a dark movie that was really funny. And I think they did a good job with that.
All right, what do you guys think? What do you?
Well, I think we needed the humor to get us through all the, like, they're basically murdering a ton of people. So, I mean, it opens with Loki dying. So, plus all of Asgard.
I was laughing so hard because my mom loves Loki, and I took her to see it a second time, and I was laughing. She's like, no. I'm like, yep.
Guys, that's the one that got me the most. I think I was like, dude, I think that's the one that surprised me the most. I'm like, he'll be back. Maybe not, because we've seen him die. In the first Thor, in Avengers, in Thor 2, which I hate to no end. In Thor 3, I'm like, oh, he actually like redeeming himself, and I'm like, oh, he's redeeming himself enough. Then I'm like, and then he's about to fake loyalty to. I'm like, that's the one. I'm like, hope he's not dead, because I love that guy. And then CJ was saying, I didn't notice this in all 3 viewings, that he turned blue in his action renegade. I didn't notice that. Did you guys?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I didn't notice.
I didn't
How could you not miss that? Because it was Loki turning purple and his eyes were.
I did not see. I didn't notice. I didn't
Sarah
and I didn't notice.
Really?
I was more like, oh my God, they're like, to me it was such a violent deth because he was just basically
pretty much just strangling him to death.
So I was more like, oh my gosh, like this is starting off like really like intense.
Deadpool in the trailer. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe?
I can't wait for that movie.
Right? What's next?
Is that the next one we're gonna do? That's
going to be the next one, right? Or we didn't even talk about the first one.
No, we did. You weren't here for that one, though.
Oh, okay.
We can come back.
Everything before was irrelevant to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Pretty much, though, because you're officially our third panelist. And then Sarah is whenever she can. And
But back to
Avengers. What was your favorite? Your favorite scene? And I didn't get the picture put. I was talking with TJ. Tell me your favorite scene, because it was just so much stuff But you tell me your favorite scene. We talked about this before we.
My favorite, I guess, kind of part of the movie is and it's kind of because they're cutting, because in this movie they're kind of cutting back to a lot of different things at different parts of the movie. But I would say like my favorite area in the movie is Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Peter Parker, and like half the Guardians of the Galaxy taking on Thanos on Titan. Those are some of my favorite moments in this movie.
I fell asleep to that.
That was pretty epic.
I fell asleep to that bit.
Of course you did.
I was tired, and then I drank a lot. Pernell was like she just like, I'm like, what happened? And she goes, she stabbed Tony, got the time stone. I'm like, he what? But
they basically gave him the times.
Yeah, but it was so here. Okay, he said it's the only way.
Yeah.
So it was probably that one in a 4 million billion chance that Doctor Strange saw.
Yeah, he knows that this has to happen.
Anything else?
How about the ending? Can we talk about the end credit scene?
Yes, let's.
I can't wait. Captain Marvel is coming.
I'm excited.
CJ?
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, it's an awesome teaser, and what's so crazy is the ending ends on such a sour note.
Yeah, you go
that the little end, the after credits teaser is like the only bit of hope you get in like the last half hour of that movie.
It's true, because even Nick Fury's like, and then as he's saying, Frack.
Yeah.
The real Frack, not the TV version.
Well, it's Sam Jackson.
Exactly. Yes. And he's going to be in it too. And then you want CJ and I were talking about too.
Well, it takes place in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the next Marvel movie, the people going to make a bunch of money. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
Because
they weren't even in this one.
Yeah.
That's funny, huh? They were like all the way in San Francisco, and all hell breaks loose.
What do you think they were doing during the event of Infinity War?
Probably doing what they're doing in the movie.
But do you think it takes place during the events or a day before? Do you think they get when he snaps his finger that they also float away?
No, I think because it comes out before the next Infinity War or big one, so they have to still be around, like time-wise.
Yeah.
But so remember how half of the universe was.
So you think Wasp is gonna get disintegrated or Ant-Man's gonna be disintegrated?
So they aren't going to be in the Ant-Man and Wasp movie?
No, like an end credits.
Oh, you think it might happen.
You'll see Ant-Man or Wasp in Infinity War.
I don't think so. I bet Ant-Man and Wasp takes place after Infinity War.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think it would fit right.
Yeah, I don't think so either. CJ, what do you think?
I don't think so. Only because if half of existence just kind of disappeared, like, how can that movie be about anything else? You know what I mean?
And there you go, being Spock again. This is true. So that's the next one. I think, guys, our next one is Deadpool. How much time do we have? 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute. Well, that didn't even feel like half an hour at all.
No, we were having so much fun.
We still were. So the next ones are Deadpool and Solo.
Solo.
Do you guys want to come back for that one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Perfect.
There was another one.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
Incredibles.
The Incredibles. The Incredibles. All right, we are doing The Incredibles. Sarah?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I love The Incredibles so much that I don't know if the second one's gonna be as good.
I know what you mean because I have to go see.
I mean,
I'm
I'll see
hoping
it.
the trailers are just not as exciting as the.
But see, the first one too. I'm gonna go see it because same with the first one trailers though.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Bye.
We're done.
All right. So next time we will either do Deadpool or Solo, probably together. Bobby might join us. Maybe not. We'll see. He probably will. We'll talk about that later. Alrighty. Bye. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the crew for coming on Saturday. Bye.
I don't know where we're waving.
Did you tag you guys at all?
I don't feel comfortable.